Today I'm going to tell you about a fish that can be very difficult to keep in captivity. This guy right here, the Moorish idol. It's not just my favorite fish, but it's many people's favorite fish due to the shape, the color. They come from all different areas of the world, from Hawaii to Australia to the Indo-Pacific. These ones right here are in the Honolulu Harbor. I recently saw them when I was diving the Great Barrier Reef in this video here. They eat a range of food from algae to meaty foods from brine shrimp to mysis shrimp. They like to feed on sponges. Some people keep them in the reef tank. I tend to not keep them in my reef tank. I'll keep them in my fish only tank or with gorgonians or something like that. I have not had them eat my sponges. I had my seahorse tank years ago with sponges and gorgonians, and they never ate the sponges. So mine is currently eating brine shrimp and mysis shrimp, along with pellets, just not here in this video. It eats a lot of things that I give it. It's been eating from day one, which I know can be very rare. But I do note that this one was also not the wholesaler very long, and by the time I acquired it. So I think that could be a key issue of some of these eating right away or not eating. In a community tank, I know they can have problems with tangs and butterfly fish. Over the 15-20 years I've kept a Moorish idol, I tend to find that they will fight with butterfly fish more than anything else. Tangs will fight with them, but not the butterfly fish, but they can be very aggressive towards butterfly fish, especially if the butterfly fish has been added after them. So I added this one to my tank where I've had my butterfly fish for over a year now, and there's been no aggression, just fine. I did have to remove my powder blue tang because it was being very aggressive, put it into a side tank for a while. That's why you don't see it in this video, because it was going after this fish really aggressively. You don't want aggressive fish going after the Moorish idol. It will stop it from eating. So just take caution of like how long you've had some of the species of the fish you've had in your tank, how aggressive they are. It might deter them eating. Now, people say the size of the tank really matters, and if you keep 1, 2, or 3, I've been keeping fish for over 30 years, and I've tried a lot of different things. I would consider myself an expert, so I'm going to tell you things against things I read in the books 30 years ago, 20 years ago, and even 10 years ago about these fish. So I have them in a 90-gallon aquarium. They don't need 125. I've kept them at 125. They thrive just well. And in fact, I actually kept one in a 28-gallon tank with my seahorses and cowfish. And it lasted for, I don't know how long, forever. And had the longest streamer that went around the entire aquarium when it was swimming. I then eventually put it back in with my main group of fish, my 125. It didn't do very well. It loved the small tank with my cowfish and my seahorses. This is the tank that I had. I think this is 2015, 2014 or something like that. It thrived. You can see it's blue color. So you don't have to have a very large aquarium. I also have a different theory. It's my own opinion because I used to work at a wholesaler, Polymarine, years ago, over a decade ago. I think if the wholesalers don't feed the Moorish idols, then they don't do well when they're shipped to the retailer. Because when I was working at Quality Marine, they would feed the fish right when they got in, and all the Moorish idols were eating, the orange-botted filefish were eating. So maybe it depends on the wholesaler and why through the supply chain the Moorish idol's not eating.